Good evening, welcome to Tales of Myth and Mayhem. I am Mark, I am your storyteller. We are playing Kult Divinity Lost, the very wonderful scenario from Jason, the Atrocity Exhibition. We are down one player, unfortunately, for this evening. Hopefully, she'll be here in 2 weeks. But yeah, so we'll do a quick round, say hello, who they're playing, and then we'll get started. And we will start with the top. Aaron, how you doing?
I am doing fantastic. Thanks for having me. You know I love Cult, so this should be a good time. I am playing Seamus Ketch, a criminal, cat burglar by trade. He's a short man, about 5'6", very nondescript features. He's got a wiry, muscular build, but he usually wears boxy kind of clothes to hide that. He's got short, dark brown hair. The only really distinguishing features for him is his right eye is kind of a muddy blue gray, but his left eye, all the melanin in his left eye is gone, and he's just got a red eye in its place.
Very nice. Levita.
Hello, I'm Levita. I'm playing Zoe Pierce, who's like a 30-year-old courier and a sort of blogger who photographs strange edges of the city. She's kind of wiry and runs on caffeine and nicotine, spends more time chasing the eerie shot than sleeping. Zoe's family doesn't remember her cousin Emma, but Zoe does, and she's got pictures to prove it, even if they glitch and flicker every time she kind of looks at them. She's not sure what's real anymore, but she's keeping on moving, hoping that out there something will finally make sense.
Very cool. Tim, sorry, I'm just saying thank you because thank you, Lola Gaggers. Very much appreciated for the gift subs there. You are very kind. Too kind. Anyway, sorry, Tim, you're allowed to speak now.
Hi, I'm playing Dr. Emmett Erdman. He is a professor of, let's scroll up here. I actually looked it up. He has a master's in fine arts and a PhD in art history. His specialty is occult symbiology and alchemical symbologies and arts and stuff throughout history. And it has got him obsessed on this stuff. But he is a gentleman. He's about in his late 40s, brown hair, pretty much salt and peppered gray. He wears the traditional, atypical professor-type look, the tweed jacket, the turtleneck shirt if it's cold out, or a nice dress shirt underneath, but he's tends to dress formally. He is an author and a lecturer also, which people may be aware of him through that. But he was here on an invite to see some rare and unusual art.
Very nice. And last but not least, for this evening at least, Yeti.
Hi. I'll be playing Veronica Guimont. I'm an aging Eris socialite, so I haven't got a trouble in the world, or been used to at least, until I realised that hitting middle age sucks and all this glory might not be forever. So I'm now mildly obsessed with, things like things that deal with matters of death or the avoidance thereof. And apart from my impeccable dress sense, I've recently started to have quite an art collection of things concerning such matters as, the fleetingness of things, life, things that might extend it or otherwise.
Very nice. We have already rolled some of the disadvantages or advantages that might come into play, so we're not going to do that on here, but just know that for your enjoyment, I have several hold over some of these people, which I am looking forward to using. We are going to start before the night of the opening. We're going to go over how each of you are invited, as you each have different connections within this to this exhibition. And we'll start with you, Seamus. What bars that you usually drink in?
You see, Seamus, usually tries to stay kind of nondescript. So he'll find a nice corner bar in whatever city he's in, someplace where mainly locals, but they get enough of a business crowd, so he doesn't stand out. And he'll usually slouch his way into the bar, find a corner, sit quietly, and sip on a glass of red wine.
Setting, you've been asked to wait on someone who have a job for you, someone you've heard of before. Ibrahim Nazra. He's an art dealer, very famous one from Tunisia, does stuff all over the world. Not usually hanging about your part of town, also not usually someone that you would deal with. But he was introduced to you by someone you know. Who introduced you? Someone you trust?
An old associate of mine does a little bit of, no, I wouldn't say offense, but occasionally he moves a piece of art here and there. His name is Dr. Brockman. He is a PhD himself in art history.
You're drinking your wine. The door opens. Gust of wind outside. You look up. There's a large, dark-skinned man, bald head, kind of freckles on his face, and a smile that goes from ear to ear. Looks very genuine. He has a neatly trimmed beard. The suit he's wearing is kind of salmon pink with a black shirt under it. And as he walks in, he's very, very actually brown. He seems very confident. You see beyond him two men almost his size in black suits, both with shaved heads. You think you might notice an earpiece in one of them. They remain outside. He walks in, sees you. Mr. Ketch, your voice booms out.
Mr. Nazra, I assume.
Please call me Brahim.
Well, all right, all right then, Brahim. Please call me Seamus then.
My pleasure. May I sit?
Absolutely.
He takes a seat and takes up like half of the couch almost. Can I order or should I go to your bar? I'm not sure how it's.
I think why don't you let me go to the bar and get you a drink? What would you like?
No, please. This should be on me. Would you like something?
I'm fine right now. I still have a bit of my wine. I like to keep my head clear when I'm talking with an associate.
I understand that. He stands up. He's away at the bar for a couple of seconds. You see while he's standing there, he's making the bartender laugh. When he comes back with a bottle of still water and a glass. So now I understand that people such as you and I don't often come into contact under normal circumstances. I cannot say I approve of what you do, but people must make a living, no?
I have found that making a living is definitely better than the alternative.
Yes, indeed. He laughs a little bit. Now, this is, as I said, it's not something I would usually do. However, a very, very important piece has been stolen from me. You may have heard of the of Guy Vauquelin.
Yeah, I'm aware. Strange sense of his work, but yes, tragic figure.
A short time ago, a very important piece, the Tears of the Araba, was stolen from me. So a woman had tried to buy it from me. She offered an insane sum of money. However, this is a piece that I had never, ever intended on selling. I don't know how much you know of Vauquelin, but some of the things he was interested in were somewhat distasteful, if you get my meaning.
I'm aware.
And that piece is definitely one of the more powerful pieces. It is beautiful. It is awesome in the true word of the true meaning of awesome. After declining the offers several times, it went missing. Now, how it disappeared from my warehouse, I do not know. The fact that this Maria Dubois is opening up the Triumph De La Mort, the entire collection, means she must have the Tears of Jaraba. That should not be. I've attempted to contact the gallery, I've attempted to contact her, my lawyers have been in contact, all to no avail. Now, the opening is tomorrow evening. There will be an unveiling at midnight. I intend to attend the party. I would like you and some others to be with me as my witness. Now, you might wonder why I would like you as a witness. As I said, I don't agree with theft, but this was stolen from me. And I know you are the best round about here. So while you're there to be my witness, should things not go my way, I want you to have a good look round about, as I think you may be able to help me afterwards. Regardless, you will receive your fee. A bonus if you have to do the extra work.
Well, Brahim, I gotta say, this is a very generous offer. First, let me assure you, I had nothing to do with stealing it originally. I would be smart enough that if I had stole a painting from you, I would not be on the same continent as you are right now.
He laughs out, booming laughter.
So,
I know you're a clever, intelligent man, Mr. Ketch. Sorry, Seamus.
That's perfectly all right. So I'm happy to be there for you. I will observe their security, and if necessary, if you give me the nod and the shake, I am fairly certain we can get your piece back for you after the opening.
Excellent. This is what I was hoping to hear, Seamus. He holds out a big, meaty hand.
Seamus holds out his smaller hand and shakes it. It's a firm handshake, though. He's a strong man. He's just short.
His is very gentle. As big as it is, there's no attempting to put any things into it. Is very much, he's aware of his strength and aware of how he is with people. Tell me, do you own a tuxedo?
I can definitely put my hands on a tuxedo before tomorrow night. That's not a problem, sir.
Well, if need be, he hands you a card. I can equip you as you need. Now, what can I get you to drink, Seamus?
Well, I like to stick with a little bit of red wine. I like I said, I don't drink too hard before a job or after a job, because you never can tell when something's going to go sideways on you. If you understand what I'm saying, sir.
Indeed. He gets up, orders a bottle of wine, comes back and starts to talk to you about everything else, tells you about certain art things, asks you lots of questions about what you're doing, promises not to ever, say anything about it. He's just interested in how that side of things work. And this goes on for a little while, not too late into the night, but just a little bit. Veronica, it is a Saturday morning. It is brunch with Marielle. You see her cheeks are much more so concave now. The eyes are sunken. Her lips are very dry. She doesn't look the way she did. She's in her late 50s. She's not old. And she's still a beautiful woman. But as she sits there, she looks somewhat more weak than she ever has. There's a glint to her eye. Veronica. The years are... She looks out to the sunlight. The years are not kind, dear, are they?
They are not, but I must say, are you sure it's not a bit much for you with this, thing you're putting together? It looks like it's exhausting you.
She smiles, takes a sip of her coffee.
Shall we, maybe have a spa day next week? You could, come with, have fun like we used to.
To be honest, Veronica, and she looks at you somewhat conspiratorially, Rosen, I think after the unveiling, I will no longer need a spa day. And my friend, perhaps neither will you.
Well, colour me interested.
Do you remember Guy Vauquelin?
Yeah, I mean, you've hardly been talking about anything else these past weeks, I guess.
But do you
That's the
remember
guy
the
with
man?
the dark icon things, right? Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, he's been dead for a while. But I think I've been to one or two of his shows.
In
He's
my
quite
youth,
quite the talk of the town, wasn't he? A bit of a
he
rake.
He was. He saw deeper than most. He saw deeper than most. He saw further. There was a passion in him. Anthony, I love Anthony, but he could never match Guy's fervor, Guy's fire. I know you must have heard rumours, either about him and me, or about what he was interested in. And I know I've heard some rumours about your interests of late.
Yeah, well, it's hard to keep a secret if you want to make a good deal.
This is true. And I'm only telling you this because of how close we have been. When I was a younger woman, Guy and I were lovers. Now, older man, younger woman could be scandalous, of course. I'd just married Anthony, which is also, probably not ideal. But Guy had a power to him, a magnetism. He put that old fraud Anton LaVey to shame. You know what I'm talking of, don't you?
Oh, the Satanism guy. Sure, yeah.
Yes, but Guy was so much more than Satanism. Guy saw things. Guy saw the world for what it is. And I think he saw a way out. These paintings, Veronica, his masterpieces, this Triumph De La Mort, I think Guy might be able to give us what we want.
I mean,
Will you come to the opening?
most definitely.
The
I
others,
never used to be into this style much. It's a bit dark and heavy, but everybody's talking of it now. And well, if you say it's this special, I can't afford to miss now, can I?
You most certainly cannot. Now, you're the only close friend I'm inviting. Anyone else that's coming, they won't know of this. So when the time comes, stick close to me, okay? I'll make sure you see the things you're meant to see.
I appreciate the invite. Yeah,
She begins to
This
cough a
sounds-
little bit.
this sounds incredible. But yeah, I mean, let me know if I can repay the favor. I know a couple excellent doctors too.
She coughs again. Puts what do you call it? A handkerchief to her mouth. Little spots of blood. If things don't go well this week, then perhaps I would take you up on that. Anthony has tried everything. Tried all the doctors he could. And now he thinks he's giving me one last hurrah before the end.
Colin always was a man of little faith, wasn't he?
Yes, that is true. Regardless, tell me what's been going on with you. And with that, we'll fade out. And we go to Dr. Emmett Erdman. Where are you, Dr. Erdman? It's a Wednesday. During the day.
During the day, he would be probably at the university where he does his research programs and stuff, going through. And if he knows that this expedition is, the exhibit is coming up,
No,
he
this
will
is
be.
This is when you get your invite. You know that it's coming up, but you've not been invited as yet.
Yeah, he knows it's coming up, but it's something in the news and interesting stuff, particularly to his background. So he's been doing a little bit of research on it, but he's also been taking care of his classes that he needs to and grading papers and just laughing at students' work and ordering interns around like slaves, the general stuff professors do. So.
And are you teaching on this day, or are you in your office?
He would be in his office this day, middle of the afternoon, probably, after classes.
There's a chap on the door, quite gentle.
Come in.
So a small,
Waves him.
slightly rounded woman walks in. Quite quiet. Her face has kind of a frown to it. It's very soft. So wire-rimmed glasses. Her hair's tied back with a purple ribbon, and she's wearing clothes that are too big for her, really. Dr. Erdman, my name is Mary Jansen. You might have heard of me. I am the curator at the Cecil Throne Art Centre. And she holds her hand.
Not having recognized her as soon as she came in the room, he would have stood up and greetings, hello. And yes, that's wonderful. I've heard a lot about the place and some of your art shows and stuff that you've done there. Some beautiful stuff.
I'm sure you have. Do you have somewhere we can talk? Would you like a coffee or?
He looks at a stack of papers there. I gotta take care of some paperwork, but if you would like to sit and talk, I have time. I can make time right now.
Of course, I won't take too much of your time. I have read some of your work, Doctor. It's extremely interesting. And I see you've been... Some of the styles that you are interested in, some of the themes... hi, Griffin. Sorry, I should stop looking at chat. I apologise.
Looking at chat.
I know I'm stopping. It's out the corner of my eye, man. It catches me. Some of the themes that you've covered, I think, might be pertinent to this new exhibition that we're going to be having. You may have heard of it, the Triumph De La Mort from Guy Vauquelin.
Definitely, it is something that I've always wanted to see. I've only seen pictures from other people's collections, and some of the idea of being able to stand in front of one of these is just, you can see he's just kind of anticipation. He's quite excited. He's almost twitching. The idea of being so close to some of these, to look at them, to study them. Would it be all right if I brought my camera and everything to come along? And I know. I'm sorry. I'm just so excited to see something new.
I only have a few invites to give out, and I thought I'd invite you personally. You look into some of the darker aspects of these things, don't you, Doctor?
I look into the way of the occultism and possible history of them and what you can find in them. If you look at stuff through history, you'll find certain symbologies and things that go from earliest arts to even modern arts and how they find them in them. So, sorry, I could spend all day on the topic, and I'm sure we both have better things to do.
No, I honestly could listen to you all day as well. But as I said, I understand you're busy. I'm getting There, the paintings have been assembled almost completely. We're waiting on one last one to be installed for the exhibition Friday evening. And I have to say, some of the things I've read in your papers, I think there's something with these. I think there is an essence to them. I would hesitate to say power, but there's a feeling I get when near them, and I would be very much interested to hear your take on them. So I would like to invite you to the.
Oh, please! I would love to. I mean,
and she takes out an
what should
envelope. Sorry.
An invite. Yes. Where should I meet you when we get there?
I will be in the entrance area. I will need to meet several people, but you keep your invitation on you. There's important information on it. But yes, there'll be an open bar. There'll be, I think there's around 100 guests. So please wear your best. There might be some people that you know even, or some contacts you might like to make. There's a lot of artists, some newer ones who might be of interest to you. Sorry, just checking something. Yeah, Dark Robert Langdon. I know I shouldn't look at Discord either. Fuck it. Leave me alone. What am I doing?
Look at our channel on Discord. Only our channel.
It was only our channel. I'm not looking at anything else. I just saw there was a message there and I thought it may have been told me. So I thought, I better check.
Well, Dr. Erdman is just listening to every word she says.
And she kind of trails off. You get the feeling that she's not really comfortable talking to people. But quite quickly, afterwards, she makes her excuses. She gives you the invite, and she's off.
Well, here, before you leave, Mary, let me do something. He reaches behind on the shelf, pulls off one of his books, and signs it to Mary, and he gives it to her.
Thank you very much, Dr. Edmund. I will truly treasure this. And she puts it in her bag.
Thank you.
Heads out. She notices you spelled her name wrong, but doesn't say anything.
Yeah, I used the Y instead of an I, you know.
And used an A instead of an E. And it's this.
Yeah.
Zoe, where are
Hello.
you?
Where am I? I am probably. This is the night before.
A couple of days before.
Okay, she is. Let's say in the evening, she's doing deliveries. She's got a bicycle and she's a courier. She delivers paperwork for people mainly. Occasionally food when it's quiet, but she knows the streets pretty well.
And your phone goes.
She stops her bike and pulls over to look at it.
You see that it's Mary Anson, someone you'd met on the message boards. Been talking to her for a while. You've now met in person once or twice at groups in real life. You're not best of friends, but we're good enough to know to share each other's numbers.
Don't tend to share numbers with everyone because there's some pretty weird people in those groups. But the people that are fairly stable, and like she's putting together some kind of exhibition or something. She works at a museum. She's a great contact to have because Zoe also runs a blog and keeps more curational than making her own images. Although she started taking some pictures since she's been working at nighttime of just like liminal spaces and stuff that looks a bit spooky and weird, and some of the things she sees that don't make sense always.
Yeah, and that's something maybe you've shared with Mary, and she's quite often giving you some encouragement about it. She thinks your work's getting much better, and she thinks, maybe one day you could even do something, an exhibition downstairs. They've got something that's more for smaller artists, for public pieces. Zoe?
Oh, hello, sorry.
I
was cycling.
I'm sorry. I hoped to get you when you were not.
But I keep weird hours.
Do you have time for coffee today or tomorrow?
I can do tomorrow about midday.
Excellent. And she tells you where to meet. It's a cafe not far from the things. Hi, Mel. I'm allowed to say hello to Mel. That's always allowed. Not too far from the gallery, actually, from the art centre.
Yeah, sure, I can be there. Should I bring anything, or is it just a chat?
Just yourself.
Okay. And she'll politely say bye and then hang up and carry on with her work. She'll probably carry on working till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, sleep, and then she's available. So the coffee at midday is kind of her first one, probably, maybe her second one.
When you get there, she's already sitting there. She's again, the hair tied back, purple ribbon, the wire-rimmed glasses. She's fussing with a cup of coffee in front of her. Again, clothes are a little bit baggy on her, kind of hides her size. And she smiles when you come up. Thank you so much for coming. Please have a seat.
And Zoe hasn't made a massive amount of effort, so she's probably wearing sort of a black hoodie with a denim jacket over the top and just normal trousers that are very practical for cycling around in.
I know that you're busy. Thank you for the time. I'll get right to it. You've heard that I'm putting together this exhibition with the Dubois?
I certainly had. It's very interesting.
It is, and I think it might be interesting in the way we find interesting as well.
I was definitely planning to come to it once it's opened.
She brings out the little golden envelope. I got you an invite. I think being there on the opening night might be for the best. I think that might be the night. If we're going to see anything, it'll be then.
Yeah, okay, sure. I hadn't... There must be much more important people in the city that you can invite other than me.
Right, okay. I know you won't find this crazy, but some people might. I went to I snuck into the Dubois gallery one night. Not all the paintings are there. Everything seemed seemed normal. I just wanted to have a look. They're doing a lot in secrecy there. A little bit morbid, but the room started to shimmer. Something, and I heard voices. I heard my dad. He's been dead for years. I heard my gran. I heard other people I know that are no longer there. They were asking me to join them.
And this isn't some hype you're generating for your exhibition. This is
Would I
is
only
real?
be telling you if it was hype?
Honestly, weirder things have happened. They tell me, and then I put it on the blog, and there's a story, and suddenly people are interested.
I don't want you to put it on the blog. At least not yet.
Okay.
I need someone there whose eyes are open to these things. Who there's going to be a lot of rich people there, a lot of pretentious people. There's going to be a lot there, and I think there's not going to be many willing to look beyond, if you know what I mean. And I would really like to know if it's only me seeing this. I would sneak you in tonight beforehand, but they've upped the security there, and the security they have it's private security. It's weird. Our head of security is acting weird. There's weird sounds and lights come from there, and it reminds me of Sarajevo.
Okay.
I don't know why, but
I'm
it's...
definitely interested, but honestly, if you were to leak some of this, you could get so many people coming to this.
Our director would kill me. I would lose my job.
Okay, don't have you do it then, but honestly, it's a solid strategy. But yeah, I'm interested in coming.
To boost the numbers,
You don't need to worry about numbers, I don't think. So many people are interested in all of this stuff, especially having them all in one place.
Exactly, but I'm worried, and I would really like... I know we're not the closest of friends, but I'm worried about this, and I would like for you to be there.
I'd love to be. This, it sounds like you're going to have a lot of interesting people there.
definitely, and hopefully that's all. Hopefully nothing else interesting will happen. It's. I hope. She smiles. But how are you? I didn't ask.
Just the usual. Still trying to find someone who can read some of my broken SD cards that are half corrupted. I want to get those images off them, but anyway, yeah. Keep trying to. People. Some of the data people are kind of skeezy. I don't like them very much, but they know more than I do about this stuff, and some people can do miracles with machine code.
She agrees with you in that and talks to you a little bit more. And you maybe actually get a little bit closer. It's she's really kind of opened up to you there, and you've already told her some of your side, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, lots of people are different when you're like in a one-to-one situation than when you're in a big group.
Exactly, yeah. And what she's offered really does seem interesting. So now we'll go to the following Friday. And all of you, the event starts at 9 p.m. Who would be arriving first, do you think?
Seamus would be arriving with or around the same time as Brahmin, so it would depend on when he came.
Well, Dr. Erdman is very excited. He would be there as soon as he possibly thinks he could, like at 8:30. Maybe even earlier.
You get there at 8:30 and there's it's not actually open yet. You're waiting there about 10-15 minutes. There's other people walking by. How are you dressed, Doctor?
He is dressed in a very nice suit because he has to occasionally, for needs at funding. So he has a nice suit on. He's carrying a nice looking messenger bag on his side, though. But other than that, he seems to be waiting patiently, staring at his clock every 30 seconds.
And you notice after a little bit, you see Mary walking beside. She's wearing a dress and much more closely fitting than the clothes she wore when she saw you. Her hair's tied up in a bun. You can tell she's got more makeup on, and out the corner of the eye, she sees you. She makes her way over to the door, gets one of the security guards to open up. Doctor, you made it. Thank you so much.
Yes.
You're a little bit early, but if you'd like, you can come in and have a drink while we wait to open.
Would it be able to see any of the art already, or do we have to? I know. I'm just excited.
The other galleries are open. There's 3 other galleries. We have some amazing artwork in there, and Mark will tell you what it is because he didn't write it down, so we'll tell you in a second. We've got the in the Hewitt Gallery we have the collection of photographic collection of skull art. It's including the Dia de los Muertos festivals and the Parisian catacombs. Some very interesting photos. In the Rosenfeld Gallery we have some funerary art from the Renaissance, from the Middle Ages. The Van Assen Gallery has art on the various aspects of death, including The Best Doctor by Alfred Kubin.
I'm quite excited. That is a very, very unique collection. I definitely will take some time to do that.
You're more than welcome to. Just stay away from the Dubois Gallery, and you'll be fine. I have some things to see to here at the moment, so I can't accompany you, but you're more than welcome to go upstairs and look about there. That'd be absolutely fine.
Dr. Thanks, sir. Well, thank you very much. You have a great evening if I don't get a chance to see you again, but I hope we do. And you look amazing, by the way, just so you know.
She kind of blushes a little bit. Thank you. She walks you into the reception. There's two people sitting there and two look like security guards. They're wearing black and white. They check your card. They ask to look in your bag.
He presents it to him.
What's in there?
What you will see is he has a camera, a magnifying glass, flashlight, a couple looking instruments of that would. Just a second. I'm trying to pull up my sheet again. What they're called. you'll see various devices in there. He'll have ultraviolet fluorescent light, so he can. These are analysis equipment that would be for surface on art. You know that an infrarectology IRR camera, things like that.
Give me a roll plus charisma, please.
Charisma. Is it anything particular?
There's
just
under
use-
influence other, but I'm not sure it is influence other here. It's
I'm trying to find my charisma. Just a second. Ah, there it is. All right. Influence others.
basically, yeah.
Why didn't it go?
It's asking for a modifier.
Probably. If you're using roll 20.
It got hidden behind something. I rolled a
Yes.
13.
You were the 13th, so that's very good.
A success with complications.
Yeah. I'm just thinking. So looking through your bag. So what was that you said about the UV and stuff?
Yep.
So
There's some. Yeah, it's. I actually did a little research for the guy character. So they are used to reflect off materials to see if there's any repairs on canvases and stuff like that. One of the other one is to use to see kind of the shape and what chemicals they might be using just from surface analysis from the way they reflect lights. And then the other thing he has is just one of those single eye microscopes type thing. So you can look up close, and then a magnifying glass, just a plain old magnifying glass.
he takes out the UV. I can't let you in here with this. We can put it in the cloakroom and you get a ticket and get it back at the end of the night.
That's fair. I was just hoping.
He smiles. I understand, sir. Please keep your invitation with you. It has information that Mark can't remember at the moment.
And they take all the equipment or just the main?
Just the UV stuff. In case it damages the artwork. That's the only reason. So the magnifying glass and stuff they do not care about. You know, Mary does say, please be careful. You know, we're taking pictures of the art. Wait until after the unveiling, etc.
Yep.
And you're allowed to go in, and you're allowed to go downstairs, upstairs. Right.
First thing he does is head to the bar, gets himself a nice cognac, and then goes up and starts looking at the other art, especially the skull exhibit. Sounds quite interesting, as well as the Renaissance one.
If you give me a wee second, I'm going to give you all a picture of the plorflan. Yes, the plorflan.
The plorflan.
Mark speak good. Yeah. So share this with all of you because I'm nice. And what it is there are 3 floors. There's the basement, the main floor that you enter into, and upstairs there are 4 separate galleries, each named for the donors that have mainly paid for them. So you've got the Hewitt Gallery, that's the one with the skulls. Rosenfeld is with the art from the Renaissance, the Middle Ages. The Dubois Gallery is where the Triumph De La Mort will be opening. When you see that it's guarded by several large men in suits, all looking kind of dour, so inexpressive. In the face, you've got the Van Assen Gallery, which a name I find very childishly funny. That's about the various aspects of death. Downstairs there is so on the main floor you've got the information desk. That's where you checked in. There's a courtroom where you get your ticket for your thing. There's a kind of fountain and courtyard. There's a cafe that's now set up with various. So an extravagant kind of buffet, but you see that the name of the cafe is the Brain Freeze, Frieze, which gave me a chuckle but might not give anyone else a chuckle. There's a small shop. There's a gallery with displaying various art. Some of it even has program photographs of the various exhibitions above, including from the Triumph De La Mort. A couple of offices, storeroom. Downstairs there is there is a cinema where it seats about 60 people. There's some workrooms there, so classrooms where people, where children or adults can do night classes or whatever. Security offices, and some other things you don't need to know about all of it at the moment. But yeah, so you are then given rein to go in if you wish. Head upstairs.
He heads upstairs to look at the exhibits. He's there to study art, and there's art up there.
Seamus, you get the call from Brahim. It's probably just after 9. He has a car, collect you from wherever you wish to be collected from. So if it's not from your house, then wherever else. In the car, he's sitting. This time he has a white suit with a red shirt on. He's got jewellery on. There's another woman sitting across from him. The car's a very large car. Seamus, my friend, would you like a wine or rather think of something else?
Thanks for the offer, sir. Let's just stick with water for this evening. Let's see how things progress.
Understandable, my friend. And he brings out a bottle of water for you, hands it to you. There's a little glass you can use. So, we will, at the earliest possibility, I intend to confront the Dubois about the painting. So I would like you to be beside me there for that. Should that not go as I plan or as I wish, once the unveiling happens at midnight, I want you to check it out as best you can. Come up with a plan. Do not put yourself in any danger. I doubt you'll be able to do anything on that night, but you can let me know of anything you need. We can arrange it for another night. Sorry, this is my assistant, Samantha. If that would have happened before that, I'm just stupid.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Samantha. It sounds like a perfect plan, sir. And so, just so I understand for sure, you want it to be obvious that I am there with you.
You are there as one of my invitees.
Absolutely.
Either we don't need to make any secret of it. If anyone were to notice you, then let's hope I can talk your way out of that. As of tonight, you are an assistant of mine. If anyone is to accuse you of anything, you can say you are no longer holding to the old ways, if you know what I mean.
I think I do, sir. I think I do.
Excellent. You pull up to the gallery about 9:15, 9:20. And much same happens. You enter, you're greeted by Mary. You don't see the Dubois yet. This place is starting to fill up. Not too many people, probably about 15, 20. Your invites are checked. Your persons are checked to make sure there's no weapons or anything being brought in. And you're shown where the bar is, where the buffet. You see staff wandering about with canapes and drinks or whatever else. And you're entered in. You're told about the other exhibitions upstairs. You're warned to stay away from the Dubois Gallery for the moment. About the cinema downstairs, and you're heartily welcomed.
Seamus sticks right to his to his boss for this caper, right to Mr. Nasra. But his head is on a casual swivel, so he's already clocking security.
Yeah.
From the moment they got out of the limo, and at each stage.
Give me an observe a situation roll, please. So roll plus perception.
All right. Perception's on a +1. Not a great roll. 12.
12. That's not bad. So it says you get to ask a question. What I'm going to say is you notice that some of the security guards, as I'd said to Dr. Urban, the faces are a little bit so dour. You notice that they are there's so the greyish tint to their skin. Mostly they're ones that are heading. They're upstairs, so you've got a better eye. How do you keep your eye on it? You don't notice cameras and everything else. And with a lot of the security, very healthy, usually fairly big, there's 6 or 7 that don't look as if they are as healthy as they might usually be.
He just notes that in his own mind, trying to figure out how that piece of the puzzle fits into the whole security.
Who would be next, Zoe or Veronica?
I'm likely to be fashionably late.
Yeah, Zoe's going to aim for fashionably late, but not be as late as Veronica. So she's going to be like, I will wait like 15, 20 minutes and then turn up.
You get there just after past, let's say. So you see maybe Seamus and Brahim walk in. You notice that the people here are dressed extremely well. How are you dressed?
She's going for like, she's looking grungy, but she's put a lot of effort into the sort of grungy she's looking. So thinking like an artfully worn leather jacket with fitted jeans that have kind of got visible stitching and sort of a fashionable band t-shirt half tucked in. Maybe some tasteful accessories like a gold chain, a silver chain necklace, and her crossbody bag just because there's something she can't leave behind.
Mm-hmm.
And she's wearing makeup, but it's sort of smudged eyeliner and just more to hide that she's looking a bit sleepy rather than to reinvent how she looks.
You do get some looks from weird side eyes from some of the more posh looking people. But this time, place is almost getting full to what it's there. There's probably about 40, 50 people there. Again, they check your ticket, check your invite, and they'll search your bag. Do they find anything in it that they might object to?
She's got a phone, small amount of cash, headphones, charger, possibly a couple of the ASD cards that she keeps on her generally. There is a box cutter, but it's hidden away in a pocket in the bag, so it depends how close they're looking and whether they consider that to be dangerous or not. It's probably that she's just forgotten to take it out of her bag for her normal stuff.
Well, if it's hidden away, I don't think they're fine. They're not doing an in-depth search.
She keeps it in a pocket.
Yeah, it's more just checking for anything that could lead to theft or the destruction of property. So, I'm sorry. Mary notices you. You notice her as she's the walking about kind of harriedly.
And talking to her is probably going to help my credibility with being there.
She rushes over to you and you hear the click of her heels, and the smile on her face is genuine. She gives the kiss on his cheek. I'm so glad you made it. Did you get in okay? She looks towards the security and at the...
Yeah, I'm not sure if they thought I was one of the photographers or one of the models, but they let me in.
No, you look wonderful. Don't worry about these people. These people have more money than sense for the most part. She whispers that to you.
Well, that'd be a nice problem to have, wouldn't it?
She laughs a little bit, very self-consciously. Look, I'm quite busy at the moment, but there's there's a buffet. There's the food and drink all around. Help yourself to anything. You can go upstairs, downstairs. If you go upstairs, maybe take a walk past the Dubois Gallery, but don't attempt to go in. Their security is...
Yeah, of course, not till it's opened.
But there's some interesting stuff up there. There's especially you might want to look at the one. It's a nice companion piece to the Triumph De La Mort. It's various aspects of death. It's really quite interesting. There's some stunning work in there. But yeah, so feel free to go up, have a look about.
I will certainly have a look, but I think you probably need to mingle and...
Yes, no, I do.
Yeah,
definitely.
you've got the high priority people. I understand.
Right,
And she
okay.
goes to the bar and orders a vodka and coke and sits and people watches for a while.
Excellent. The time passes. Dr. Edmund will come back to you upstairs in a minute, but first of all, Veronica, you arrive about 10 p.m. Place is almost full. How are you dressed? What are you wearing?
I've acquired a nice designer dress that matches the sort of occasion, with a stole and outrageously high shoes. I've also got some interesting jewelry that really breaks my usual style a bit. It's all skull shaped, and I will say that I dislike looking at it, but well, it felt the right thing. So if I'm branching out into this, this sort of art style, yeah, I'm gonna go full hog, aren't I?
Excellent. You as well get your invites checked. You're told to keep it with you. If you have a bag, they ask very
I
politely
smile
to look in.
indulgently. I'm like, yeah, as if anybody doubted I belonged here.
And so it's a little bit of they treat you a little bit more differentially than they might have others. The place is now fairly busy. You don't see Marielle anywhere, but you do see other people with money that you know. And if you're interested in the arts, you see some artists, including one quite modern one called Sphinx, who seems to be entertaining a small group of admirers. All of them laughing at the same time and trying to get our attention. Where do you go first?
I slowly, take in the room and say hi to the people that I know. I socialize, I mingle. I'm in no hurry.
You get lots of kisses on the cheek of asking how you are, talking about Saint-Tropez or whatever. Don't know why Saint-Tropez came to mind, but yeah, that. And the time is probably not too long. But first we'll go back to Dr. Edmund. What did you say you were wanting to go look at?
Look at where I put the mute button.
Yeah. It's always good to find.
Yep. He was the Renaissance one sounds interesting, but he also wanted to look at the photography of the skulls. But the Renaissance one is the one that he would think have more actual art pieces in it. So he would be going in there to look and study. And if not too many people are in there, he'd probably be getting too close, like right up to them and looking. He has the magnifying glass, and he's looking at lots of things.
Yeah,
trying to get different angles.
At first you're there on your own, basically, and there's there's only the only staff you see are standing over the other side by the other gallery. There's some informational pieces. There's a lot of temporary walls and stuff put up, and there's things so that you're fed through the galleries. So it's not all just in a big hall and you go in there. There's some art to it. Sorry. I'm panicking. Sorry.
Yeah, she just dropped off. She'll be back.
She said not to panic, so I'm panicking. I can't tell me what to do. Yeah. So lots of interesting. Sorry.
With his obsession on what it is, with trying to find symbols and things in artwork, and does he by chance run across anything in these?
Everything here seems to be about death in some way. So a lot of this is very sort of morbid sort of pieces. As you take your time walking along, you're seeing things. Some things you've seen before. Others are you know of. A lot of artists you already know of. You walk past the furthest. So once you made your way through, most of them probably you've been in there about 10, 15 minutes. You start to smell rot. You hear sounds like someone crying. There's a painting beside you, and it's a tomb with those angels you get in cemeteries, with the wings kind of behind them and looking down.
Yep.
And you see a trickle of blood actually move down as if it's on top of the painting, and you hear the sob come from it, and the smell of decay just fills your nose.
I have seen something similar to this at least once before, where I felt
another tear of blood rose down the face, and the crying, the sound of the crying, you're sure as a child.
I try to reach out and touch it, just because I want to see if it's actually really blood there.
As you do, you feel the wetness of the blood, and someone bangs into you. Oh, sorry about that. The wife here was just, I don't believe I know you. The name's Bennett. James Bennett, and holds out his hand to shake.
I shake it. Hello, I'm Dr. Emmett Erdman.
You no longer smell the decay. So what do you think of these pieces?
Very interesting. This one in particular. And do I still see the angel with the wings?
No, it's a stationary angel standing over a grave, freshly dug grave. The detail on it is immaculate. You can see the cracks on the stone that it's been carved from.
The detail in this here, if you look right here, and he's touching the angel again, or at least close to it.
Quite. Stunning piece. What brings you here? Do you know the Dubois?
Not personally. I've seen their work several times in books and other things, and I've got glimpses of some of the pieces throughout collections before, but to have them all in one place, I could not pass up a chance to see this.
Myself, I'm not as much of an art lover as my wife is, and she, we had to come here no matter what this evening. However, he holds up a glass of champagne. Food and drink is nice. The company is extremely interesting. So, do you know? Have you heard of Bennett's Clothing? We're nationwide, and he starts to go on a little bit of a monotone.
And Dr. Erdman is used to listening to this. He, politics in the universities and school. He just stands there processing, nods when appropriate, and it's been a pleasure to meet you, but I believe my friends may have arrived. And he steps away.
He stops mid-word and kind of shrugs and downs the champagne. You start to hear more and more rumbling come from downstairs. I would take it you're feeling a little bit uncomfortable after the painting. Yeah.
But he does wander out to the more main courtyard area where the central area that are all the exhibits are too.
Yep.
And kind of seeing the crowd, just people watching for a few minutes as he sits down and processes what he just saw.
You see a wide range of people coming in. A young woman, leather jacket, fairly odd triplet, but a massive black guy. Seamus is quite small, isn't he? Can't hear you, mate. You're muted.
Damn you.
Yeah, he's about 5'6".
Yeah, so there's very, very incongruous the difference in size between those two, accompanied a woman in a sparkling blue dress, who's somewhere in the middle of them height-wise. And a lot of, the kind of older sort of socialite people and younger artists, some of them not even wearing, like, for instance, one in a white tracksuit with two lines going down. So it's meant to be like the Adidas, but it's two lines going down and then one lightning bolt or something, and it's, it looks fancy, but not. What you got? Hydrate from Rob. If he wants to spend his sanity, then we shall take it. See, sometimes I should look at the chat. Fuck y'all. Oh, you. No burping on. Seriously. None of that. You get a kicking. No burping on the camera, you terrible person. So, right, we're on there. You all mingle to however it is you're able to mingle. Well, there's yeah, we need to edit that shit out now. Yeah, that's right. God damn it. Sorry. The Dubois arrive maybe 10-15 minutes later than Veronica does. There's a little bit of a stir. Seamus, the Brime, notices right away and starts to stand. Samantha puts her hand on his arm. After making her way through, she gets to the centre where there's a podium for her to stand on. Her husband smiling up at her. All of you see Marielle. Me? Panicky? Always panicky. What? I don't know what I'm talking about. You see... Fuck, I need to stop that. You see Marielle. Those of you that don't know her, you see this... really is a beautiful woman whose skin is more pallid, looking hollow, the cheeks. You can tell she's obviously lost quite a bit of weight. She's dressed in a stunningly expensive yet understated dress. Her husband beside her is Anthony Dubois, the also fairly well known. He's in his 60s. But you can tell when he's looking at her, he's looking at her kind of adoringly. Marielle takes a fork to the glass, and you all hear the clinking. Things start to quiet down. Well, I'd like to welcome all of you to the Cecil Throne Art Centre. Thank you, all of you, for coming, friends, and obviously the fans and patrons. Thank you all. She coughs a little bit. Anthony puts his hand on her back. This is something I've been working towards for a while. We really appreciate the support. I really appreciate the support of the staff from the art centre. She makes a clap for them, and everyone makes their so they're polite. Especially Mary Jansen. She points over to her, who then looks very embarrassed but tries not to. We are here to celebrate a great artist that has gone from us. Not necessarily appreciated in his time, but someone I knew well in my youth, Guy Vauquelin. His work has touched many. It has inspired stories and bands and wonderful pieces of music. It inspired TV shows and movies. It's inspired so many other artists, maybe even some other artists here today, maybe even some of you. And his masterpiece was his Triumph De La Mort. It's no a secret that he was deeply interested in the theme of death, of mortality, of how we humans bring our short amount of time on this earth. He wanted to discover the boundaries of life. And he looked, he searched, he showed us what he found. But it's not until you see all the pieces together does it really make sense. Each piece is stunning in and of itself. All of you, you've seen them in books, or maybe you've seen some in person, but none of them. Maybe you've even felt standing before it that tickle in your soul, that little frisson of something powerful. That the way that art can touch you like that. Believe me, it's nothing compared to when it's all there together and you can see it all in its majesty. You can see everything that he discovered. You can see Anthony's looking at her kind of worried. She's very impassioned, and Veronica, you notice that she is more energetic than she was when speaking with you. I think you're all going to enjoy tonight to no end. We will be opening the exhibition at midnight. I hope that you all enjoy food and drink until then. Don't get too drunk. We don't want you damaging the art. It's a murmur of laughter goes through. But I really do want you all to enjoy yourselves. Their head goes down a bit. Some of you might know that I've been battling cancer for the past few months. And there's, you hear the, oh no, gasps and things like that. And one thing that's really given me hope is putting this together. And again, I cannot say thank you enough for you all for being here tonight. The gift you are giving me, and she looks at you, Veronica, and smiles. The gift you are giving us is so much more than you can know. Please enjoy yourselves. And she raises her glass to Guy Vauquelin, to Triumph De La Mort, and she takes her drink. There's polite applause. You hear people murmuring the Seamus Zoe. You might even hear catch glimpses, little snippets of people talking about how impassioned she was, how energetic she was there, because so many have known her. She's not been like that in a long time. It's, almost as if she was back to before the cancer. As Anthony helps her down, Brian nudges you and Samantha, please, and starts to walk towards her through the crowd. The people are making their way through. People stopping her and telling her, "Oh, that's such a great speech, so nice that you're able to come and do this, and you'll beat cancer, don't you worry." And oh, my doctor in New York and my doctor in London, passing out cards, everything else. And then she reaches you, Seamus, Brahim, Samantha. Zoe, you're not too far away. Veronica, you're probably not either, nor are you. Dr. Edmund, it's the gallery's fairly big, but you all seem to be there. You stole from me, Mrs. Dubois. Then round about, everything goes quiet. Excuse me? Excuse me, Anthony steps forward. I think that's quite enough. No, Mr. Dubois. You and your wife stole a painting from me. A very important painting. I said no when you asked to buy it. And you took it from me. Mary runs up. Sorry, maybe I can help with this. Which painting are you talking about, sir? Mr. Naz, I don't know if you remember me. Yes, Miss Jansen, I remember you, and he smiles at her. But believe me, there is a painting here. The Tears of the Araba. You hear a couple of gasps from those nearby that might know of it. Has been in my collection for quite some time, and it should have remained there. Look, I can't speak to that. If you'd come with me to the office, then we can maybe talk about this. Mr. Dubois, my wife won't be going anywhere. This is her party. She will be enjoying it. If you want, I can come with you to the office and we can talk about it more. Brian looks at you and Samantha. I will accompany Miss Jansen and Mr. Dubois, and we shall discuss this. You two should stay and enjoy the party. Seamus, I will come back to you as soon as I can.
Seamus just nods, understanding with the subtle message there.
You hear people begin to gossip as soon as they start to move away. You hear them, you see them walk down the stairs to the basement. A couple of security guards following. Marielle latches on to Veronica. Can you believe the gall of that man? Oh, come dear, I need a drink. And she leans on you a little bit.
That was quite tasteless. How dare he? Who is he anyway?
He's an art collector. He is... Yes, he is a collector. He has some stunning pieces in his collection. He did indeed have the Tears of the Araba. However, I was told that he had sold it to someone else. Someone who had gotten in there before me, and that's why he didn't accept my offers. And they accepted mine, and I got hold of it. It's absolutely unfair for him to accuse me, especially in my condition.
Clearly, yeah. In front of all these people, the scandal.
Yes. What will this do to my reputation? Thankfully, Anthony will be handling it. He is my rock.
Yeah, I know your lawyer is amazing, but you know, if for some reason you want mine, I'll put you in touch.
Thank you, dear. Thank you. How are you enjoying the evening?
Oh, you've outdone yourself. So many interesting people. Yeah, this is such a nice place. I should have come earlier.
Veronica, out the corner of your eye, you see the front desk. And you see the two people sitting behind it and the two security guards. They're bloated corpses. You see one, just a quick glimpse, the eyeball is burst. You see the faces are blue. The clothes are rotten. And when you turn to look, they're fine. Everything okay, Veronica?
This sounds like I should keep it together, doesn't it?
If you wish, yes.
Sorry, I think the cat is telling me to open the door.
Possibly.
Very subtly.
Or just saying
Yes.
I want to be on camera.
There we go. Keep it together. Yeah, that is a plain failure.
Very nice, very nice. So,
I gasp in shock. Did you just see? Oh, what?
so you reduce your
These guards.
stability?
They're just not right, are they? Yeah, I am now unfocused.
Yep, reduce it by 2 and... Let me see. You start to panic. You start to jabber. The Marielle looks at you. You're talking very, very quickly and not You don't seem to be saying anything.
Yeah, I keep looking back and forth between her and the guards, and trying to find all the members of staff that are sort of spread around the room. And well, they look normal now, but where's the one that I just saw with the? There's got to be one of them. I knew. I know what I saw. How?
Come, dear, you need a drink. Let's get you a brandy. And she
gosh,
clicks
yeah.
her fingers. Well, when a waiter comes, and she takes you off to the side. Zoe, you see Mary gives you a look as she's walking away with the other two, and she looks genuinely worried. Seamus, Dr. Edmund, Zoe, what are the three of you doing now?
Seamus is making his way downstairs, and again, he's taking in all of the security measures. He wants to get eyes on the tiers of the
Yeah,
Jeremiah.
but that would be upstairs.
Okay.
There are the upstairs. There's 4 galleries, each named for the people that sponsor them.
So in the confusion, while everything was going on, he would head upstairs to put his eyes on that.
And as you head upstairs, you see some of these off-looking security guards. They are some are standing at the obvious entrances. Others are moving about. There's some other people up there that didn't seem to pay attention to what was going on downstairs. But as you look, you can see there's no way in there just now.
Okay. So he'll turn, just scouting out, counting guards as he's going, taking a look, what kind of arm and armament they're wearing, what kind of security badges they might have, and, the types of different potential cipher locks on the different galleries. And he'll make his way back down the stairs with everyone else because he doesn't want to stand out.
Yeah. There's nothing, so nothing you need to roll for there. But where you do notice that the security guards aren't wearing any badges. They don't seem to have any or no obvious forms of communication. None of them that you see in either ear have any earpiece or anything. You don't see any wires. As someone gets a little bit close, someone to drink a little bit, they stop them with a hand. I just want to go in. No entry. Oh, come on. I just want to see no entry. Very kind of monotone. There's no things into it. And I do see a couple of other things, but nothing. You don't see any emotion on them. And after a moment, the drunk guy kind of moves on, starts laughing, saying, "See, I told you." Trips a little bit. Okay, the Tim thinks that he is in a Queen video. Mamma mia.
Nope. Suddenly my camera was giving me crap and I hit a button. Now it got really dark and choppy.
Nice. Zoe, what are you doing?
Also lost the mute button. She had intended to go upstairs to check out the painting that Mary had directed her towards, which I think might have been the same area that Seamus was heading for.
It was indeed, yeah. Again, it's the moment that gallery is entirely locked down. But you notice Seamus. Seamus, as you're looking about, this woman isn't dressed the way most of the other guests are. Like nowhere near.
He cocks his head a little to one side, and then sort of, "Miss, the gallery up there is closed for now."
Oh, there was another painting, I think. There was some paintings still available that I haven't been here much. I wanted to check them out.
You and me both. I really wanted to get up there where, when the crowd was thinned out so I could take a look at some of the paintings up there, but...
But there's 3 other galleries up there with paintings.
Maybe later, though. Maybe they'll open it back up after the big to-do is started downstairs.
Yeah, there's midnight, I think, they said.
Yeah. So, I guess I might see you back up there around midnight.
Mm-hmm. You take care.
Indeed, and you too.
As you pass, you see someone come out from the Dubois gallery from between these two grey men. Give me a read a person, please. Zoe.
Which one of us is this?
Zoe, because
Oh,
Seamus
okay.
is already heading away and you're heading up.
Intuition.
Yes.
That is a success. 21.
Oh, fucking
Nice.
hell. Nice. You're getting good with the 21s are coming quite well for you.
Yes. I'm using the dice roller that was recommended.
I know. That's why it was recommended.
But also, yeah, I've got +3 on intuition, so it's going to be.
Yeah, so it's always going to be good. So you get to ask two questions. This man you see, he is tall, broad-shouldered, wearing a very nicely cut suit. He does have a name badge on with the logo of the art centre on it. So you can't ask if he's lying because you're not speaking to him.
Yeah.
So again, instead of you asking the questions, I'll give you the what's good for you to know.
I was going to say, because I'm not sure what would be good to ask in this situation.
Yeah. As you see him walking, something hits you about how he moves. It doesn't seem very natural. Like, if you'd see it anyway, maybe it's someone who... It looks like someone walking in much bigger shoes than they're used to. You know, it's not terribly obvious, but someone as perceptive as you, as well as sort of intuitive as you. You know, you can kind of see it. They make gestures towards the guards that are standing there, but you don't hear them saying anything. And you get a feeling of menace coming off them.
Like they're kind of a shark in a human suit kind of deal.
Yeah, basically.
Well, I was coming up to look at this painting, but I don't know if I feel comfortable around those people. Or
He
safe.
sees you on the stairs and is walking by, and he doesn't smile at you.
I don't smile at him either.
He just walks past. You get a text message.
And it'll be on vibrate, because I'm not that uncouth that it's making a loud noise while I'm in an art gallery.
It's a video.
Okay, I will take it somewhere quiet and out of the way and open it with the volume down low, but still up a little enough to hear if there's sound.
It looks like what would be Zoe's type? So if she was to be interested in someone romantically, what would they look like?
Probably an emo kind of guy, I think. That kind of era.
And it looks like something kind of staged. Looks like it's been something's been sent. Like someone's doing like a well-produced video. It's not someone just sending you a message themselves, of themselves. Hi Zoe, I've been asked to give you a message. My boss saw what you were looking for, and well, she'd like to offer you some help. Don't worry about it, you don't need to reply to this, just keep your eyes open. Things aren't what they seem at that place tonight. She might be able to help you, but for a price. And he kind of smiles at you. But it's one of those, it's a kind of emo sort of smile, so can't do it anymore. I used to be able to do it, now I can't. Don't worry about it, just make sure you keep your phone on you, okay? Bye.
Okay, that's weird and slightly spooky that the guy knew that I'd been looking up stuff to do with the exhibition, but it's not unprecedented. Some people have good computer powers that I'm hanging around with. I guess they can track who's looking at stuff, especially on the dark web. Or some people can.
You notice the in your phone, the connection, the contact is saved as tip.
Tip.
Tip,
Okay.
TIP.
Yeah.
A little
Like
emoji
a rubbish
of
dump.
yeah, but a little emoji of a spider beside it.
Okay. There's a bug in the system. That's been saved then, I guess. So I can contact him. He can presumably contact me whenever the heck he wants. In terms of videos, it's probably not the most disturbing thing she's ever been sent.
No. No, you find it quite cute actually. That's the you don't recognise the guy though.
And I haven't seen anyone like that in the building tonight.
Oh no, not at all. They would have
He would
stuck
have
out
stuck
like a
out.
sore thumb.
Yeah. And much the same way that she's sticking out.
To a certain extent, yeah.
Okay, so she already was paying attention, but now she's definitely paying attention to the other people.
Dr. Erdman, what are you up to?
He is up on the second deck area, just looking at the various art pieces, very quickly going through them. He's just anxiously kind of waiting to get into the new opening of the new exhibit. So he's just hanging out up there, occasionally goes down, get a plate of food, comes back up. He's maybe had 2 drinks so far.
So you're walking through
But
the
he's not. Yep.
the Van Asten gallery. That's the ones with different things about death. And as you're stumbling through, or not stumbling through, you're walking
Not
through.
drunk.
Yeah, you're not drunk. Don't know why I said stumbling. Well, a man stumbles into you. An older man who looks absolutely terrified. He falls to the ground. You hear his breath is coming, so in short gasps. You're almost knocked
Are
to
you
the
all
floor
right, sir?
yourself.
Are you all right? Do you need some help?
He points towards the back of the gallery. Oh God, it can't be real. It can't be.
Calm down, calm down. What did you see?
The breath kind of slows. Yes, you're going to think I'm mad. There's my wife, Georgia. She's been dead for. She died a couple of months ago. She was there. She's putrefying. There's bits of her slowing off, but it was her, and she didn't make a sound, but she was begging me. She was pleading for help. Oh my God! And he covers his mouth as he starts to puke a little bit.
It's all right. It's all right. If these things can trigger sometimes when you see art of like this.
You hear heavy footsteps coming. You see 2 security guards, both motionless. One
I
bends
believe
down.
these fine gentlemen will take you to some place to rest and get something to help you calm down.
What? Sir, come with us, please. And they help him up.
Talking to me or them?
To them. Well,
Okay. Him.
yeah. Please, you need to go check if she's there. We need to do something. Just check for me. Sir, come with us, please.
I'll go look. And he's definitely going to go look because he's had similar viewings in art too. So he hurriedly rushes back into the back where he was going, seeing if he can see, hear, smell anything. Because earlier he smelt rot, and he's assuming the rot of meat and flesh.
That was in a different place, but you don't smell anything here. It's a painting of the plague from the Middle Ages, and it looks normal. You can tell that it shares a wall though with the way it's set up. This one shares a wall with the Dubois Gallery, and you feel cold emanating off of it. So bitter cold.
Does it get without touching the actual painting, does it get colder as I reach my hand towards it, or does it just kind of stay the same?
Yeah, it feels colder. Your fingers shake a little bit. It touches the painting and it feels silken, kind of soft.
Okay.
The spotlights
First thing he does,
flicker.
look up above, make sure they're not under an AC.
You're not. But the spotlights on the painting flicker. You see the colours begin to dull. You hear mewing coming from the painting. Someone screaming through cotton or a pillow or something. I'd like you to all keep it together, please.
Not too bad at that one. Let's find it. .14.
Not bad at all. What does that
Success
give us?
with complications.
So, what is it? So, complications.
Oh, sorry, we're using the new. By the way, there is a new set of rules for
Yeah.
these now for Cult, and we will have to look at that one.
So the effort to resist instills a condition which remains with you until you've had a time to recuperate. You get -1 in situations where this condition could be a hindrance to you. Choose one condition. You become angry, sad, scared, or guilt-ridden. -1 stability. You become obsessed in relation to whatever, but you're already obsessed. So, shit.
I was just going to add to it.
Yeah. And you'll be haunted by this experience at a later time. So your obsession goes up. It's more difficult now to tear you away from the paintings.
Oh yeah, he's stuck there for a while, enjoying the views and the screams, and looking for things he could possibly see as far as symbology or stuff on the painting. He's letting the sense kind of roll over him right now, but he is definitely scared. But he's also, this is cool.
Yeah.
This is new. This is what I've been looking for.
Scared but excited. Veronica, after a few minutes, you can tell that Marielle's getting not quite bored, but she's no longer, you're not the focus of her attention. She's getting more antsy. Look, I'll have to go and find Anthony. We're going to be opening soon.
I'm feeling much better. Thank you for setting me up with this drink, and I don't know what got into me. I'm actually quite embarrassed. I'm glad nobody had their camera on me. That might have been a headline. I'll come with. I've not chatted with Anthony in a while.
Are you sure you're up to it, dear?
Oh yeah, much better now. Thank you. You're really, obviously you're the hostess, so if you need to, look to somebody else, but I'd like to talk to Anthony.
She takes you towards the stairs down. You pass by a short man, tuxedo. Seamus, Zoe, you hear a crackling, the PA system, and something whispers. You can't make out what it is, but the whispers. And there's something pained about them. You look, no one else is paying any attention to it. They're all just enjoying their food and their drink. And after a moment, it passes.
Seamus is slightly unnerved by this, but he's still a professional and he's here to do a job, so he just tries to tighten up and focus on getting access to the painting once the gallery opens.
Yeah, you probably did your rounds upstairs. You've seen the other galleries. You have seen the all the places where entrances or exits should be, and how tightly they're covered for the moment. Zoe, what about you? Are you heading in to see some of the paintings, or?
She was going to head and see the paintings. When the PA system came on, she was probably looking around to see if there's anyone obviously using it from that room, but maybe it's controlled somewhere centrally.
You couldn't see anything?
No. She does look at the painting, though, the one that Mary had recommended.
And you look. You feel. How would a painting of death, so something very much intimately entwined with death, how would that affect Zoe? What would it bring up in her?
I don't think she's had strong experiences with death exactly, apart from the sort of the usual ones people might have, elderly relatives dying, that kind of thing. But she's interested in it in the same way that you would sort of, you can't stop poking your tongue in a sore tooth. She just likes to look at that and explore it and be like, okay, how does that make me feel? How does this version of it make me feel? So seeing the artist's interpretation of it is what she's really after, and like how they respond to it.
This is several bodies laid out. There's a farmer with a scythe. The scythe has a touch of blood on it. And as you look, the blood kind of swells and starts to run down the picture. The farmer's eyes catch yours, and there's a glint of a smile. And you hear your name whispered. We'll keep it together, please.
Saw that coming.
Yeah, well then.
No, it's just
I'm joking.
not my first cult. I'm also needing to filter. Okay, that's 11, which is success with complications.
Okay, so again, you resist this the feeling that's coming on to you, but you can become angry, sad, scared, or guilt-ridden, and lose one stability. You can become slightly obsessed with the painting or the theme, or you can be haunted by this at a later time, which is absolutely fine by me if you want.
What was the first option? It wasn't a stability, was it?
It was lose one stability and become angry, sad, scared, or guilt-ridden.
I got into your trauma, which means I'd lose one fewer than normal.
So you wouldn't lose any then. That's fine.
Yeah.
But you could still become sad. Angry,
Yeah,
scared.
I think she's affected by it in terms of her mood, but it's not an actual lowering
that's
of
fine.
mechanical stability. That and the weird security guard, she's probably feeling like, is this what it's normally like at one of these events? This feels a lot stranger than I'd expected.
After a while, Anthony comes back up, probably as Veronica and Marielle are going to meet. Brahim doesn't come up with them, but Mary does. Mary finds her way to you, Zoe. It's some night. How are you feeling? Is everything okay? Have you been able to enjoy yourself? Zoe?
I thought it was someone else there, sorry.
It's you for the moment.
Because you started with someone else coming up, and I was thinking, I don't know these people, this is fine.
I know.
I'd just been looking at the pictures, and I was kind of thrown by them, I'm sorry. Seeing them in person is so different from looking at them on a screen, isn't it?
Yeah, you can say that again. Did you get any feelings while you were up there? Were you near the Dubois gallery?
Yeah, a variety of things. I think the paintings are a lot more visceral. I don't remember. It was like, you know how people talk about the Mona Lisa with the eyes following you around the room? I wasn't expecting it to be quite so. It felt more interactive. It was like the person was looking at me out of the picture.
I think we need a drink. Just take your arm. Head towards one of the bars.
She's not going to argue.
Veronica, Anthony takes Marielle in his arms, quite gently. That man is something else. I can't believe he's accusing you of theft here. Veronica, it's so lovely to see you. It's been too long.
Yeah, it's it's a weird occasion to catch up, but I'm glad we got the chance. That man isn't giving you trouble, is he? The nerve to come out this evening should be, should be for Marielle to enjoy. She's worked so hard for this.
That's exactly what I was saying. Thankfully, it seems he'll be seeing sense. I don't think he's going to stick around, but For the moment, at least, he will not be causing any more trouble.
Well, I'm so glad to hear that.
He looks at his watch, very expensive. It's almost time, dear.
Right, shall we go upstairs then? I can't wait for this to start. You've had me quite curious, Marielle.
Oh, I'm sure you're going to love it.
I sort of, feel slightly doubtful towards this, but politely said that I am.
Just, I'll be back in a moment. She kind of totters off towards the stairs. You see the security guard, the one that had walked past Zoe before, with the badge and stuff on. She walks to him, and they talk quite closely. Not that you'd be able to overhear. Seamus, a few minutes after that, you notice Brahim come up. The smile that he usually has in his face is gone. Samantha reaches him first, and he whispers something to her. Takes her arm and heads towards you. Well, Seamus, I think I have done all that I can. I hope you enjoy your evening. We'll talk tomorrow.
You understood. Absolutely, sir. I'll take a look at what they've got going on, and we'll have a chat tomorrow. I'll let you know what's what.
Good man, good man. He puts his hand on your shoulder, and the hand just engulfs it. I'm sorry it's come to this, my friend, but I do appreciate it. Enjoy your night. And he makes his way out.
Seamus just gives him a nod and then slowly kind of folds into the crowd so that he's almost invisible with the rest of the people as everyone begins to make their way upstairs.
Mario makes her way upstairs first, with the security guy beside her, and again the clang rings out with the what do you call it, the fork going against it. And as you look at her, Veronica, you can see again she has an energy to her face. She's standing above everyone now, with this guy standing to her shoulder, and there's a smile on her face that seems kind of almost manic. I'd just like to thank you all again for coming, for putting up with any interruptions we might have had. I'd like you all to look at your invitations, please, because we're doing this in stages. We can't have everyone go in all at once. Not everybody will be able to enjoy it. So for anyone with a skull on their invitation, I would like you to come upstairs to join me, and you will be among the first to see the Triumph De La Mort. And all of you see your look at your invitations. And you see the skull there.
I didn't expect anything less.
She catches your eye and smiles at you. As you all start to file up, you can see before the security guards there open the curtain, stand to the side, and she leads everyone in. As I said, there's about 30, 40 of you in total. There's muted spotlights over the paintings. 8 of them. They're all casting kind of an eerie glow. You've seen, I've shared them all with you before. We could actually describe them a little bit now. Give me a wee second. Because there's a wee descriptions that are probably better than what I could do on my Todd. So you pass by the prison, which is a self-portrait of Vauquelin when he was young. On either side of him, there's a corpse. This represents the body, is how it's told in the pamphlet that you've got. The coupling pictures a dark bedroom, crumpled sheets, empty wine bottles, rotting food. 2 corpses rest in the afterglow of their lovemaking. This represents feeling and passion. The Wanderer, framed in moonlight, a robed figure traverses a vast desert, seeking an indistinct city. This represents the intellect. The 3 angels, dying man chained atop a pile of skulls, reaches up towards 3 stone angels. This represents imprisonment and the illusion. Fool's wisdom. A disemboweled man offers his entrails to a seraphim in exchange for divine insight. This represents instinct. Autunno Caldo. A crucified Vauquelin stands before burning ruins. Anarchists dance in the background representing the force of life. Feast of Ignorance. Deep within the Parisian catacombs, haloed figures examine the stigmata of Vauquelin's emaciated corpse. This represents the will. And the Triumphator. A haloed death stands above Adam and Eve, slipping into the churning chaos, purgatory representing the consciousness. In each of these paintings, as you near them, emanate a power to them. You feel, where when you see the Wanderer, you can feel intellect, you can feel the concept of it. At the end, though, of the room, there is another curtain. You can smell incense coming from two braziers. Music, somber music starts to come from hidden speakers. You can hear a rhythmic chant. On the floor, you see a pentagram in a dark circle. A red painted triangle, and the pentagram is closest to the paintings. The curtain falls away, and you see the Tears of Jeroboam, which is a triptych of. Wait a minute again, because I shouldn't have went away for that. It represents the awakened self. Left and right panels each depict a road. One is light, one is dark. And they snake over two citadels. The middle panel depicts the spring of death, a bone-white fountain that overflows with a black ichor. A tall, dark figure is visible beyond the spring, cloaked in shadows, its face etched with age. Do any of you would say you have mental instabilities? Or you, at least, Doctor, you become hypnotized. No, you become hypnotized by the painting. You can feel inside you a heat, a weakness. Your eyes are drawn to it. They're darting between the each of the three, moving almost so fast it can make you dizzy, but your concentration doesn't. And for the rest of you, notice. Any of you that have interest in the occult would notice that names are written in Enochian symbols within the pentagram. You hear the doors close behind you. The thud. The walls begin to shimmer. A rusty light starts coming through. You hear a couple of oohs and ahs. People think of this as part of the artistry, part of the pageantry. Then the air feels weighted and the walls start to rush in. And you all feel claustrophobic. And that's where we'll leave it for tonight.
Yikes.
I love it when things get freaky.
Yeah, me too. It's the best bits. Yeah, so that was the first episode of the Atrocity Exhibition. Kult Divinity Lost. It's one of my favourite games. Thank you very much for playing with us. We'll be back to this in 2 weeks. We will do a round. If you want to plug anything. Tell us how you enjoyed your night. And yeah, and we'll start again with you, Aaron.
First, thank you so much for running this. I've just been so excited to play Kult again with you. This is just a dream come true. I love this game, and I love the way you run it. So that's fantastic. Let's see. If you check out Garblag Games, you'll find me over there. On Wednesdays, I'm running Warhammer The Old World. That's the new Cubicle 7 Warhammer game. We'll be back on Wednesday. Our team of adventurers are just about to get through their Grim Portent. And then if you switch over to Adventures on Lollygagging next Friday, you'll find me running Conan Monolith, the new Monolith Conan game. So it's a lot of fun. I've managed to kill one of my players so far. I have high hopes to kill some more this coming Friday. So definitely check those out.
Superb. Levita.
Yeah, that was fun. I was kind of expecting. Cult's always a ride. It's great fun. I'm maybe very lucky to have only played it with you so far, but yeah, I enjoyed that very much.
Usually we play one shots as well, so there's more death.
I'm just lucky to not be dead yet. That's. I'm running Hunt of the Reckoning on Monday night, stroke Tuesday morning, depending where you are, and then on Wednesday we're going to run the first of what might be 1 to 2. One scenario across sort of 2 to 3 sessions of Discworld, the new Modifius version.
Oh, fun.
Excellent.
So that should be interesting.
That should be very cool. I'm very much looking forward to it. Absolutely. The death of Sergeant Russ was tragic. Tim, how about you, mate?
Enjoyed the game as always, Mark. Just like everybody else, do a great job at running this.
Thank
More
you.
horror, more weirdness, more. So I have nothing to plug other than this is the only game I'm playing right now for your streams. So
Yeah, you need to be running a game again soon. Damn it.
yeah, winter's starting, so I won't have so much stuff. So that is a plan to
Excellent.
possibly start something up. It's just there's like a pile of 6 books. I want to run that. I want to run this.
This is true.
But no, that sounds cool too. But trying to find players in the right time zone, the scheduling is always the fun part more than anything. So.
Yeah.
And we're so spread out. But at least I'm so happy that we got this together. It's very cool.
Yep.
And of course,
Excellent.
last but not least, sorry.
I was going to say, looking for 2 weeks from now.
Me too. Yeti, it's so nice to have you back with us.
Yes, I really enjoyed myself. Thank you for allowing me to tick this one off my Kult bingo card. I believe it's the last one of the classic scenarios that I missed.
Nice.
If I may plug something,
Of course.
well, if Kult isn't the only brand of horror you enjoy, I'd encourage you to go and do a web search for Embers of Humanity, which is an amazing indie game written by my friend John Hedge. And it's a hope punk post-apocalyptic thing, and there's a lovely podcast with me in it. You can find it in the podcatcher of your choice.
Thank you very much, Livy, to put the link in the chat, and I will stick it on the YouTube as well, along with a link to Garblag and Lollygaggers. So I think we will raid Lollygaggers if they're playing.
Yep.
Yeah. So good night. Thank you very much. Stick with us, and very much appreciated. Bye.
Good night.